Hey there guys, how are you? Let's do one spin. Hang on. One spin. Okay, now I feel even with myself. How are you guys doing? Welcome to a very impromptu video. My nose itches. Hang on. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm home alone, and I just ran around the house. I set up micro machines and hung up paint cans over the stairs just in case anyone breaks in and tries to kill me. Home Alone reference. And right now I'm actually editing a video, but earlier today I shot another video. I shot a Q&A video for my main channel, the Flickpig channel, because I want to start doing a bi-weekly short Q&A series over there, and then talk about things like I didn't really get a chance to talk about movie-related things like movie trailers I didn't really make a video about, but I still want to talk about. So that's what's going to happen over on the Flickpig channel every couple weeks. And what I did for that is I asked people to send me Snapchat questions via Snapchat. And I picked out a few of them, and I showed the video, and I answered the question. I only picked a few of them, but now it's a few hours later, and I'm looking, and I have quite a few, maybe like 100 videos with questions or weird shit. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I can't let this go to waste. No. So what I'm gonna do is a very impromptu Q&A video where I go through everyone's Snapchat questions, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but let's just go for it. I'm not scared. This is it. Don't get scared now. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please follow me on Snapchat, the Flickpig. Just the Flickpig.
What's going on, Flickster? My question to you is, what's your favorite beer and why?
Favorite beer. I like Blue Moon. It's very smooth, and you can drink it with food, and it tastes refreshing, and it gets the job done. Lately, I've been drinking a lot of red wine. I don't know why, I just feel classy. It tastes like grape juice, and it gets you fucked up. It's great. The next one.
What's the difference between Batman and John Flickinger himself? The man, the myth, the legend, the motherfucking badass Batman Fleck bitch.
He added bitch at the end. I love it, man. The difference is Batman's a billionaire, and I'm just some dude who goes paycheck to paycheck. That's the only difference. And, yeah, both my parents weren't shot down in an alleyway. Oh, and I don't have a butler named Alfred, but I want one.
John, what's up, my brother? It's your #1 fan, Alex Laban. Now, my question is, when will you finally give in and buy a 4K TV player and start buying 4K Blu-rays?
Well, Alex, I notice you in the comments all the time, and Alex has a channel where he talks about Blu-rays and shit. As far as 4K TVs go, obviously that's the next upgrade. I just can't justify it right now. I can't justify spending $1,000 on a TV. I do want a 75-inch TV, but right now I just can't justify it, and I hate the thought of rebuying all my favorite movies in 4K for the sake of just buying them on 4K to watch on a 4K TV, because honestly, 1080p looks just fine. Unless you have a 120-inch TV, you're not really going to notice a difference. All right.
Hi, John. Who would you rather work out with? Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime or Dwayne Johnson in his prime?
You know what? You actually asked that question, I believe, earlier, and I answered that on the Flickpig channel video. So there you go. Look over for that.
Hey, John, what's your favorite band? I love your channel. Bye.
Thank you. Oh my God, girls watch my channel. Thank you. My favorite band, I don't know, I've always been a huge fan of Metallica. Just something about their song Sanitarium that always just hit home with me. But lately I just listen to like epic music scores. Like Hans Zimmer's my favorite composer, so I'd probably go with Hans Zimmer, and Metallica's my favorite band. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Hey John, love your videos, man. I just was wondering, what's the best advice you could give to a sophomore high school student?
Clearasil. Put Clearasil in your face, it'll clear it right up. That's what I had to do in high school. My face looked like a pepperoni pizza. No, you know, the thing is, high school, you think it's important, you think everything matters, you wake up, you feel threatened by everything, you feel like everyone's judging you, but in reality, nothing in high school really matters. None of those people exist after high school, except for the very few that you maintain and keep around in life. Just have fun with it. And depending on what you want to do with the rest of your life, if you want a scholarship, if you want to go to college for free or whatever, now's the time to make that happen, man. Really bust your ass in school if you want scholarships. Apply to them. I never did any of that, and I'm still paying student loans. I hate it. What else is there in high school? Just have fun, you know? Just do what you want, get shit done, and have some fun, because right now you're at a time in your life where you're going to miss it in 10 years. I promise you. You are going to miss it. Now, would I say it's the best time of your life? No, because right now I'm having more fun in life than I was in high school, but either way, man.
If you could date any celebrity, who would it be?
Huh. Maybe Elizabeth Olsen. She's looking pretty good as Scarlet Witch, but then again, my girlfriend Brittany kind of has a Scarlet Witch resemblance thing going on, so I'm kind of content where I'm at. I used to be a big fan of Amber Heard. Scarlett Johansson would be okay, but only dressed as the Black Widow, wearing tight spandexy clothes, doing her karanas on me. Who else is there? I had a thing for Megan Fox, but I don't think she could have a conversation with you. You just be like, please shut the fuck up. Just, Optimus, come crush her. I'm on my way, John.
Hey, John, I know I'm probably a little bit late, so I don't know if this will get answered or not, but I was just wondering what your thoughts on Troma films are. Thanks. Huge fan.
I watched a few, but they're just like, I don't need them. Like, I'm kind of more of a... They depress me. They make me hate society more. I kind of want to go to a happy place when I watch movies, and those don't quite do it for me. That's a great fucking question.
Have you watched the first Supergirl episode?
I have not watched the first Supergirl episode. I'm sorry. I'm not I don't care about Supergirl. I don't care about Gotham. I don't care about whatever the fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show was. I just like the movies. Now, there are a few TV shows that do it right. I think Daredevil on Netflix is my favorite superhero TV show because it feels like a cinematic experience. Things like Gotham, I don't... Why? I don't get it. I can't watch it. It's not for me. It doesn't interest me. Enjoy those cupcakes, man.
Are you into sports other than weightlifting, and if so, what are your favorite sport and teams?
I'm not into sports at all. People always ask me, I can't tell you how many times I've been approached in the gym or the grocery store. Or they're like, hey, what sports do you play? Because I work out or whatever, and they think like I like football and shit. And I'm just like, no, man, I like movies, and occasionally I watch pro wrestling. And then they just look at me like, and then they run away. Not really into sports. I mean, I don't mind going to like a basketball game or a hockey game. If you go to a baseball game, you pretty much just go there to eat peanuts, drink beer, and eat hot dogs. Like, you don't even pay attention to the baseball game. But I would consider UFC MMA a sport, and I think that's actually really intriguing to watch and intense.
Do you think you've drank milk from the same cow on 2 separate occasions?
Did she say something about a cow? I'm replaying it.
Do you think you've drank milk from the same cow on 2 separate occasions?
Oh! Drank milk from the same cow on 2 separate occasions. Yes. I hope so. Maybe. Huh. I don't know. I know I ate the same steak from a cow on 2 separate occasions. I knew someone who knew someone that were butchers and raised cows, and they sold us steaks from a cow that they slaughtered. There's that. I don't, honestly, talking about milk on a side note, I don't even drink milk anymore. Very rarely do I drink milk. I drink coconut almond milk. Or almond milk. No coconut.
John, just give me a shout out. My name's David Romero. Fondue. It's my nickname. Fondue me.
David, you couldn't even ask a question for a shout out? Fine. David Romero Fondue, you badass. All right.
John, what are your thoughts on Tom Hardy's death?
Did Tom Hardy die? I don't think he did. Did Tom Hardy die? He's not dead.
Hey, John, my question is, what's your favorite Batman comic, if you even do read comics? So, just asking that.
I like The Dark Knight Returns, which is more of a graphic novel. I'd say that's my favorite. I'm going to consider it a comic. I got to type something. Tom Hardy death. Did Tom Hardy die, dude? I don't think he's dead. Celebrity death hoax. Sons of bitches. All right.
Yo, what's up, John? How you doing, man? My question is, how did you get into the Batman movies?
I just remember liking... Okay, here's what happened. I had the first Batman on VHS back in the early 1990s. I used to watch it over and over. I remember the little commercial for Warner Brothers beforehand. I think it was Bugs Bunny, and he was like, "Yeah, what's up, guys? You want to join the Warner Brothers Club? You sign up here." And I remember that little short promo was an animated short before the movie. I remember watching that all the time. And just everything about the music, the tone, just his gadgets. I just remember watching that first Tim Burton movie and just being really, really into it and thinking like, Kim Basinger's hot, I want to be Batman, and bad guys listen to Prince music. And then after that, I remember going to see I remember seeing Batman Returns in the theater, and I've always been a fan, but I'm going to take credit for this. I will take credit for this. I remember seeing Batman and Robin in the theater and thinking to myself, even at a young age, loved Batman, this movie is a piece of shit. And I'm proud that I can say that.
Hey, John, I just want to know if you run at all. No, that's my question.
I don't run at all. I hate running. And the thing is, I used to be a guy that did cross country back in middle school. Varsity cross country, middle school. Oh, yeah. But I hate running. It's boring. It's tiresome. I get worn out very quickly because here's my thing. I hate running long distances. Now, if you tell me, like, okay, you're going to run from here to the end of the street, I can give you 120%, and that's what I got. After that, I collapse and pass out. Most anticipated movie of 2017, I'm going to go with Justice League.
Hey there, John. I was just wondering what inspired you to do YouTube. Let me know in your Q&A.
I actually answered that question on my my main channel, The Flick Pick. That Q&A will be up early next week. I give you a very in-depth answer on that. But essentially, I was a lonely guy that didn't have friends.
Hey, John. I was just wondering if Keela moved with you.
Keela? Oh my god, that's like the third girl. I have 3 girls that watch my videos, plus my girlfriend. That's 4. Keela did not move with me, and the thing is, I gave Keela away to some friends, and I know what you're thinking. But Keela, she was a good little girl. She was a little timid. I think she was frightened of me. But Keela, yeah, she could play dead when you shot her. It was just, I miss her. But yeah, the other thing about Keela was she used to shed all over the carpet on the couch. And I remember just like taking lint rollers and rolling it and saying, "Look what you did, Keela. Are you happy with yourself?" So, she's in a better place.
Really appreciate all your work, and my question to you is that if you could only have one decade of movies on Blu-ray, what would it be? 60s, 70s, not 80s?
Fuck. Which decade of movies? Every decade. When it comes to a cinematic approach, I would say the 90s and the 2000s are definitely the upper echelon of movies. Like, I love the 80s, don't get me wrong, but so many great masterpieces. I don't know. Maybe 2000 to 2010, we had some pretty good movies. I got my Batman Begins in there, The Dark Knight. I got Gladiator in there. I got Fight Club. I got a whole bunch of others. Maybe 2000 to 2010, maybe. But that's too tough. That is too tough. I'm going to go with the 2000s.
Hey, how amongst all odds you keep everything magical and mystical? I want you to tell me.
Magical and mystical is a way of life. I don't know. I don't even know what the question meant. I got to a point in my life where I was like, I'm not going to hold back anymore. I'm just going to do what I want. And I'm going to see how it pans out. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
John, I want to know, who are you voting for? Is it me, Donald Trump, or is it that woman with the penis?
Oh, man. Woman with a penis. That almost describes Donald Trump. Dude, let's just talk about politics for a second. And I know this isn't like a political channel. This is just a dude who fucking yells at the camera. But politics... Okay, right now we have Hillary and we have Donald Trump. Let's just look at it from this perspective. Are those really the 2 best people that we could come up with to run for president of the United States? I was a Bernie Sanders fan. Bernie Sanders seems like he has humanity. He seems like a normal guy. He seems like, hi, I don't want to completely fuck up everything. Hillary's a proven liar. Donald Trump's he's like a little kid with an ego who has a Twitter account. They both scare me. I would say from a politician standpoint and someone with experience, Hillary definitely has more of that. But she's also kind of just seems a little bit crooked and scummy at the same time. If you looked into some of the things that she does, especially with her never mind. I was going to dive off into a rant for 10 minutes, but I don't know. They both scare me, and I'm not going to vote because I don't want to be responsible for either. So no one vote. Just do that. No one goes and votes, and that's all we have to do. All right. And then, what's that? Okay.
Hey John, just want to know what's your favorite Wes Anderson movie? Greetings from Costa Rica.
Favorite Wes Anderson movie? Let me Google search. I don't want to miss one. Wes Anderson. I don't know. I was never a huge Wes Anderson fan. All of his movies kind of have like a yellowy tint to them. I would say the one that always kind of like felt like a movie that I could relate to though was Rushmore. I liked Rushmore. I liked the actor in that movie. I liked how serious he took himself.
Hey John, do you believe in God?
I believe in, I'm more of a scientifical approach to things. If I can see it, if you can prove it to me, I believe in it. But I also believe in whatever makes you happy and whatever makes you wake up the next day and be a better person. I haven't been to church since 1994. Have you ever cried in a movie? Oh. Honestly, thinking back on it, yes, I have, but off the top of my head, I remember The Lion King kind of was, at the time, it didn't make me cry, but years later, thinking back on it, it kind of did, because, you lose somebody in life, and then you watch The Lion King, and it reminds you of that person. So maybe The Lion King, that always brought a slight tear to my eye. But I know there's more. I know there's more movies, but I suppress those feelings deep down.
I already asked a question, but what do you think of Friday the 13th, the final chapter? Did you know Corey Feldman was in this movie? Because it's atrocious.
Corey Feldman in that movie is more terrifying than Jason Voorhees. When he starts shaving off his head in that movie, and you see like little pieces of hair flickering out, that's just too real. I can't handle that. That's too terrifying. And no one talks about that. Like, Corey Feldman was essentially the scariest thing that was ever put into a film. Especially in that movie, when he was bald. But it is a shit movie. All I remember is, like, Jason jumping through a glass window in that movie, and then, like, they're in a... I don't remember much about it, except Corey Feldman wearing Daisy Dukes with a shaved head.
Hey, John, what's up? Big fan. What is the first time you ever saw this movie, Jason Fusion? What is your favorite character from the movie?
O'Banion, played by Ben Affleck. What an asshole. First time I seen that movie was probably back in the mid-1990s. Watched it on VHS. Loved it right away. Always been a fan of it. So, yeah, go with O'Banion.
Yeah, hey there, John. How's it going? If you had to swap an Arnold Schwarzenegger character from one of his movies with your lady friend for 3 nights of hot romance, who would it be?
Wait, swap Arnold with my lady friend for 3 nights? What character, like, would I want to make love to that Arnold's played? Mr. Freeze. I don't know, it just feels like that cold tingly sensation on the nips would feel amazing. Okay.
Hey, John. My question to you is, what is your favorite part of a movie-going experience?
Favorite part of the movie-going experience is going into a nice, big, dark theater. There's a few people in the theater, but there's no assholes or shitheads around you making noise, playing on their cell phones. And you walk into that theater, and you smell the aroma of the popcorn. The atmosphere is all there, the ambiance. You're taking it all in. You see new movie posters. You sit down in the theater with one of your good friends who you can talk about movies with. You got some Sour Patch Kids. You got a nice, large Diet Coke that comes with free refills. And you just immerse yourself into that movie. It's so sexy. I love it. And then you see new trailers for upcoming movies. And, like, it's so fun and exciting. And after every trailer, you look over and say, looks like shit. I can't wait to see that. So that's my favorite. That's what I like about it.
Hey John, in your personal opinion, what do you think are your top 3 favorite directors at the moment?
Well, they're not all of them are active, but I would say my top 3 at the moment. I just forgot his name. Guy who did Backlash, or I'm sorry, the guy who did Whiplash and La La Land. He's one of my favorite directors. There's one more. Let me look it up. Okay, Dan Gilroy. He directed Nightcrawler. Now, I want to see him do more movies. I want to see him get handed some more money to film a movie, because if you look at Nightcrawler, you look at the way like that ending car chase was filmed and how intense it was filmed, that dude, if you gave him a huge budget movie, I think he could do amazing things. Plus, he knows characters, and that's important too. But, you know, going back to the classics, James Cameron is probably one of my favorite directors. I just like everything about James Cameron movies. He makes everything so nice, and I just like that style.
Hey, John, this is 22 Tiger Dude here, and I have to ask you a very serious question. Do you like Arizona tea? Because I know I do.
Yeah, it's Tiger Dude, Tony, right? Hey, man, long-time viewer. I don't drink tea. Not a big fan of tea. Actually, I got a flavored water thing here, but it looks like urine. It is urine. I like it. I drink it. Okay.
Hey, Flick Pig, I've always wondered, what is the story behind the Thief movie poster in your Flick Cave? Thanks.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, if you guys go watch the podcast videos, you'll see the Thief movie poster up there above my friend Jason's head. That's just a poster I made back in college. I went to school for graphic design and advertising, so that was a poster like, hey, here, make a poster in Photoshop. And it was like one of the first times I ever used Photoshop. And so they were just like, make whatever you want pretty much. And I made a movie poster for a movie like I'd want to see. And it was called Thief. There's me standing on a ledge of a parking garage. It's pretty cool. I'm wearing a ski mask, so...
Would you rather wear Ben Affleck's actual Batsuit or Tom Hardy's Bane suit, like the ones that were in the movie that they actually wore?
Oh my god, could you imagine the smell in that Bane mask? Fuck that. I'm gonna go with the Batsuit. I mean, I love Bane, but to put the Batsuit on would be superior, I would think. I'd never take it off.
What is your favorite movie on this wall? There's Raging Bull, Stand By Me, Ignore the Yellow Shot, Kill Bill, it's Martin.
You got a lot of good movies.
So Yoda just stepped into my room and said, yo, what do you think of this? How do you think I look? And I think he looks great. What do you think?
He looks fine.
I don't know if you picked this day for a certain reason, but today...
Okay, you picked... he had a whole bunch of more videos. I will go back and replay it in a second. Favorite movie on that wall, I've seen quite a few. You had Silence of the Lambs, that's pretty good. I'm going to go Stand By Me on that wall. I'm going to go Stand By Me.
John, if you had to live one person's life, Rocky or Robert De Niro in Raging Bull, who would you live?
I don't know, man. Like, neither life turned out to be all that miraculous, in my opinion. Look at Rocky right now. He's in Philadelphia, just kind of living on the street and just hanging out with Apollo Creed's kid. I guess Rocky? I guess?
This is my final question. What are your thoughts on Quentin Tarantino saying he'll only make 10 movies? He also announced Kill Bill 3. What are your thoughts on that? Whoa!
I think Tarantino does no wrong. I love him as a director, a storyteller. He does things no one else does or has the balls to do. So, I mean, if he only has 10 more movies in him, then let him make those 10 movies.
John Boy, would you rather make out with Timothy Spall or Steve Buscemi?
Shut the fuck up, Donnie! Go with Steve Buscemi.
If you were to become any sidekick, what sidekick would you be?
Winter Soldier, because he actually feels like a badass.
John, what's an old movie that you like that you'd like to see a modern day remake of?
That's a tough question. We already had the over-the-top remake called Real Steel. That was essentially the same thing. I would have liked to see the Point Break remake good. I love the movie. I just like the concept of Point Break so much that a remake would have been really intriguing to me. Not better, but like I would have liked to see heist movies about guys who do badass shit that was good. But I don't know. I honestly can't. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now.
Hey John, Christian here. I was wondering if I send you the first issue of a comic that I'm working on, would you read it? And if I send you the t-shirt for that comic, would you wear that on your channel?
I'll tell you what, send me... Yeah, send me both, man. I'll definitely show them off. If you send them, I'll show them off in an unboxing video. By the way, I wear a size large, and yeah, so send that shit. I want to check it out, man. I can't wait to see it.
John, what are your thoughts on Jeff Goldblum being in Thor Ragnarok? I think it's amazing.
We are gonna have a Thor on our tour. I didn't know Jeff Goldblum was in Thor Ragnarok. Is he? I didn't even know that. Jeff Goldblum does no wrong. More Goldblum, please. All right, I think that covers. Oh my God, is there more questions or am I stupid? I think there's more questions. Like, Snapchat's kind of a piece of shit sometimes, and it kind of doesn't load all the questions. And sometimes it deletes questions, too. Oh, there's some more. I'm going to answer a few more.
Snap video question. Why do you enter an arm wrestling contest and film it and be your own version of Over the Top?
Enter an arm wrestling contest? I don't know, man. There's some guys, it's a lot about technique. Like, you can have the biggest biceps unless you know what you're doing with technique. You're probably not going to win it. I know a little bit, but I'd probably get my arm ripped off. I might get my arm ripped off. Here's what I would do. I'd just walk out, I'd have 4 people on each side of me, and I'd walk up to the table, and they'd all smack me in the face, and I'd be like, oh! And then, one guy would pour baby oil on me, and I'd be like, oh! And I'd go up to the table, and he just fucking pins me in 3 seconds. And that'd be it. But that'd be pretty cool. And then as long as the song's playing in the background, when it takes a loser takes a fall. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thanks for all the great videos. That was fun. That was probably one of the more enjoyable Q&As I've ever done, actually. So yeah, we will occasionally do more of these. And please, 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 if you guys have questions via Snapchat, don't ask them until I put out a video saying ask me the questions. Because if you ask before the time I'm about to shoot a video, they're just going to get deleted or whatever. So, just wait until I actually shoot a video and put it out there to send me the questions. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts, your opinions down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out the last Q&A I did here on this video. And also a new unboxing video where I open up everyone's fan mail. I talk about it. I love those videos. By the way, I got a really cool Captain America shield. You might want to check that video out. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.